We have some big new Dogecoin updates, starting with this one right here, but there's many more coming in this show. This is one of those fun shows where we have a lot of awesome things to talk about all at once, a bunch of big stories, a bunch of cool things to talk about. Trevor Lawrence signs deal with cryptocurrency app. That app is of course Blockfolio. He signed the deal, and Blockfolio posted this, a picture with Trevor Lawrence, and what do you know? Dogecoin is featured as the most prominent cryptocurrency here in this picture for the Blockfolio big deal. If you don't know who Trevor Lawrence is, he is one of the most talented players in all of college football history. He's about to be drafted #1 in the NFL, going all the way down to Florida to play for the Jags. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what's going to happen with that. Who knows? Who knows? Is he being paid in Dogecoin? Because we do know a big announcement. They actually are paying him partially in cryptocurrency. They already paid him directly to his Blockfolio portfolio. I'm pretty dang confident based on this post right here that Dogecoin is of course one of the cryptocurrencies, which makes this an even bigger deal. We now have most likely, hasn't been officially released yet, we now have most likely an NFL player getting paid in Dogecoin. But simply just the fact that of all the cryptocurrencies, they literally only included two, Bitcoin and Dogecoin, and they made Dogecoin the most prominent one there. That's such a big, awesome thing to see. If at this point, if you're new to the channel, if you're still doubting Dogecoin, why in the world would companies be doing stuff like this, featuring it as the most prominent one, if Dogecoin was not about to take over? This is an awesome sign right here, and that's only one of the many great updates we have for the show tonight. Or it's the afternoon now. The afternoon, you're right, not the night, the afternoon. But this is also one of the most hilarious and also terrible and also weirdest and also craziest stories I've ever seen in cryptocurrency ever. So Monmouth County Prosecutor's Office nets nearly $200K after cryptocurrency seizure, and they actually netted more than that. The title's wrong. So basically, they took approximately $200,000 worth of Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin, and the other one was Litecoin. And at the time, it was worth approximately $198,000. Now it is worth approximately $1.2 million, and they just cashed out. So that's where the negative part of the story is. Come on, Monmouth County. You could have hodled and potentially made a lot more money. What the heck were you thinking? Monmouth County deciding to sell that, but it's funny to think about this. So now if you're a criminal, you better stay away from cryptocurrency, because the government's going to go after you way harder. The government's going to be like, all right, we have an opportunity here to get some seized cryptocurrency and make a ton of money. So if you're a criminal, you may want to stay away from that. They're going to be all over you. They're going to go twice as hard on your case. Oh, he has cryptocurrency. Ooh, let's go prosecute him. Let's go take that. Let's go get that. So criminals, beware. The only thing that's also another negative about this is that we don't want the government to be looking at stories like this and say, oh, okay, well, let's go ahead and protect people from cryptocurrency and ban it or make it illegal. That's not at all going to be something that would help. And the reason why is because we see the US dollar being used for that. We see other currencies being used for that. It wouldn't actually do anything. So the government, we don't need you to step in and try to protect us from cryptocurrency. We got it under control. Speaking of which, cryptocurrency, we are seeing some awesome things happening right now with Bitcoin. Bitcoin going up a pretty dang big spike today. It went all the way up from around that $47,000 area, a huge jump, now up to around 54,000. So a big jump there. That's a great sign for Dogecoin moving forward, because we know when Bitcoin has a little bit of a pump, a Dogecoin pump is often not far behind. The Dogecoin chart looking extra juicy right now, extra good. You should get Mr. Beast into the Dogecoin. He loves the memes. Mr. Beast just followed Slim Jim, and Slim Jim and I have been talking a lot, so maybe, just maybe, we can have a little bit of coordination there. Maybe we can get Mr. Beast on the show. We'll see. I mean, he's one of the most requested people in all of YouTube history right now. You gotta let me do a little Doge tattoo on you, bro, on the house. I love your channel. You probably won't ever see Matt getting a tattoo. I don't want a tattoo. Maybe a Dogecoin. If I did get a tattoo, it would definitely be a Dogecoin one. But I don't have any intention right now to get a tattoo. It's just not me. It's not my style. Tattoos are not my personal style. As we're also seeing, so this is the Dogecoin chart right now. It does look like, I mean, look at that. That's wild. We're just seeing absolute consolidation right there, which is a hugely positive thing if we're hoping to see a big bounce from that, a big launch from that. I'll talk more about that in a future video, get into a little bit more details on the analytics there. As we're also seeing, so this article coming out saying Elon Musk doesn't deserve to host SNL. Why? What's the deal with all this hate? And basically, this dude, this is the dude who wrote this article. His name is Dean, and his last name is Obadala, something like that. Dean Obadala, however you pronounce his last name. And he's writing this article. He offers actually no good reasons at all. None. Not even a single good reason. He just doesn't like Elon Musk. That's it. He doesn't like Elon Musk. Therefore, he should not be allowed. No one cares, Dean, if you don't like Elon Musk or not. He's one of the biggest celebrities in the world. We all want to see him on there. And speaking of which, there was actually a pretty funny article that came out from MarketWatch. So I was getting a number of DMs from people saying, hey, Matt, the SNL skit was just released, the SNL script. And Elon Musk is going to be talking about Doge in it. A bunch of people said, Matt, check this out. People sent me links. And I was getting excited. I thought, oh, wow. So the SNL, the skit, the entire script of it was released. That's huge. That's going to be a really big deal. I can't wait to cover that on my show. And of course, take a look at this. It was a joke. The entire thing was a joke. So they don't really have the script. We still don't know for sure if he's going to talk about Dogecoin or not on it. But it said, I'm Elon Musk, thank you. It's great to be your host in Saturday Night Live. Then they had Doge, Mars, and other things in there. Basically, the joke was that the SEC redacted this. They're basically making fun of the SEC. It wasn't that funny, but it was a little bit funny. I'll give them some credit there. I mean, we like making fun of the SEC around here. NFL player for the KC Chiefs to convert his 2021 salary to Bitcoin. Oh, I like that. Maybe Dogecoin? Bitcoin's cool. If you want to step it up, though, you can look at Dogecoin there. From Dustin, a chat coming in. Thank you so much, Dustin. Love your content, Matt. Keep up the great work. From Mr. Anderson. Much love for that. Much appreciation. As we're also seeing, so this basically, I mean, it was disappointing, right? You know, we were expecting to click on the article and see the actual script, but it wasn't it. And in the entire article, they just had little words at the bottom that said, editor's note, sorry, we were just kidding. And most people probably didn't even see that. Most people saw the article and thought that was the actual script. So maybe MarketWatch, just be a little bit more clear that you're joking around. I mean, it was kind of funny, but just be clear about it so people aren't being misled by that. But I mean, hey, they're mentioning Dogecoin, so I guess we can't be too mad at them, right? We cannot be too mad at them at all. But this guy, Dean, who's saying Elon Musk doesn't deserve to host SNL, He's a self-described comedian, which makes sense because all of his articles are jokes. Make sure, by the way, you're going down there and pressing like on this video. We want to be making sure these videos get out to as many people as possible, and pressing like actually does help. I know YouTubers, what do YouTubers always do? What's the one thing YouTubers always do? Ask for a like, right? I mean, everyone does it, right? But the difference is between most channels and this one, by all of us pressing it, it's going to actually help Dogecoin tremendously. It's going to be massive. It's going to be a very positive thing because we have a lot of facts and information here that a lot of people don't know. A lot of people aren't aware of them, and by spreading the message, by pressing like, we actually can make a difference. So just take a second, make the screen smaller real quick, go down there, and I'm going to read a couple comments while you guys go down there and press like. Hey, Matt, what will you do with all... Dude, I'm not... Stop it. Someone just tried to make me say a bad word. Why would you do that? You know what? You're getting blocked for that. I mean, I know you love to chat, but you are getting blocked for that. You're getting permanently hidden for that. That's not even funny. Just stop. I mean... Seriously, why would someone try to do that? It's not gonna work. It'll never work. I'm not gonna fall for that. Nice try though. Look at SPE Save the Planet token. We've already gotten 50k holders in just 17 days. Interesting. Save the Earth, planet, and trees. Huh? I mean, that honestly sounds like a terrible. That sounds like a terrible coin. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess Save the Earth, that's good. I don't know. I mean, it sounds so small. You know. Never mind. I'm not gonna hate on it. Maybe you have a cool coin. The only reason I say it sounds terrible is because generally, when coins try to rely on things that are not the coin, then it means maybe the coin itself doesn't have a lot of positive things. So I don't know. You left the chat. I'm not gonna be mean. But you know what we'll do? We'll look it up. Maybe Matt's wrong. Maybe it's the best cryptocurrency ever. I'm just generally skeptical of stuff like that. If anyone says, look, our currency is doing a lot for charity, or our currency is doing this, well, with what money are you doing that? The money you're getting from people who are investing. Why don't people just make their own donations? If you want to make a donation, we don't need a cryptocurrency company to make the donation for us. We can make the donations ourselves. If we want to donate to something, then we get to decide what it is. We don't need someone else deciding based on where we invest. So I think that's a little bit silly. But you know what? You left the chat. We're not going to be mean. We'll look it up. Maybe it's a good crypto. It is called Save the Earth token, Save Planet Earth token, SPE token. We'll check it out. SPE token, there it is. Save Planet Earth token. Look, so the price is tiny. The price is very tiny right now. 0.00000000926. It has a market cap 92 million fully diluted. So who knows? I mean, maybe something will happen with it. I guess it's unlikely just because it's such a small market cap cryptocurrency. But hey, thanks for the chat. We pulled it up. If you guys want to check it out, you're welcome to do so. But I will say I personally don't plan to be investing in that. And typically, if you're trying to get Matt to invest in your currency, just make it good. Just make it cool. Have a use case for it. Make it fun. Do something cool, and you'll probably get Matt to like it. I'm a fine Doge Army day. It's a Doge day afternoon. We actually have another big update with Doge that we're about to get to in a second here as well. This one says, Maddie, what do you think? Robinhood is still the big whale making the price go down, and thoughts on Amazon for Doge? Hopefully Mr. Beast will get on board. That's a good question. So Amazon for Doge is something that may or may not happen. We're hoping it does. It's definitely a possibility on the table, especially with all the tension around it. And as we're seeing other companies start to embrace Dogecoin more, and it's working out well for them. So it'll work out well for Amazon too if they decided to do it. So I do like the idea of that. I hope it happens. And we'll just have to keep paying attention. Make sure, by the way, if you're new, subscribe with notifications on. Because imagine this. Imagine we see Amazon saying, all right, we're about to start accepting Dogecoin. You're going to hear about it most likely first, as long as you're following on Twitter and you're subscribed here with the notifications on. That way we can come on and let you know immediately, or even if there's just a big rumor about it. You're going to want to know most likely if that's happening. And likewise, if something negative comes out as well, it'll be the same exact thing. You're going to want to hear that probably too. So that's a good question there. As far as Robinhood, I don't necessarily think they are the ones that are doing that, because we have not seen the top wallet selling any crazy amounts. Technically, Robinhood does. It seems like they own more than one wallet, and so maybe with some other wallets we don't know about, they could be doing that. But I don't know. I don't think that's the case, probably. And they're working on wallets, which we do appreciate that. But we'll definitely call Robinhood out if we do see evidence of that. We will call it out for sure. For everyone else, free small Doge tattoo when Doge hits $1 for anyone who mentions Matt. Nice. I love that. From Tats909. That's great. That's great. Hi, Matt. Don't give up with Dogecoin. Keep believe. Doge will go to the moon. Keep your spirit about Doge. Of course. My spirit has not gone anywhere. What? You think it has? Of course not. And the reason why it hasn't is because I still see all the positive things coming out. Not just that. Here's another big positive thing when it comes to Dogecoin. One of the most well-known celebrities in the world endorsing Dogecoin, and it didn't get that much attention because not a lot of people saw it. And the reason why, Jason made a big mistake. Jason Derulo. He made a big mistake with his post, and I'm about to, Jason, if you're watching, this is the mistake you made with your post. We didn't know it was about Dogecoin because we couldn't see. So this is the post he made, and you just look at that, it just looks like he's wearing a spacesuit, and the post says, to the moon. To the moon! It has multiple O's, we'll say it like that, but that's the post right there. If you saw that, you wouldn't think that was about Dogecoin. It just shows him. But if you click on it, it's actually about Dogecoin. So we didn't know, Jason. We had no idea. If we had known, we would have gotten a bunch of retweets. So this actually only had, he tweeted this out, it only had about 1,000 likes, and it only had, 200 retweets and 1,000 likes. So I went ahead and decided, you know what, we're going to have to step in and help Jason here. So I went ahead and retweeted it, and I tweeted out, LMAO, the world, how in the world did we not give this man more retweets for this awesome Dogecoin picture from one of the biggest stars in the world? Better late than never, I guess. Glad to have you on the Dogecoin train. So now we got him from around 1,000 likes and 200 retweets all the way up to 3,600 likes, 1,200 retweets already. And we only did this about an hour ago or so. So I think that's still going to get even more moving forward. So there we go. Jason, you deserve that. You earned it. Thank you so much for hopping on the train. And the reason why that's a big deal, on Twitter, that's not necessarily that big of a deal. I mean, Twitter, we already have a lot of positive energy about Dogecoin on Twitter, so that can't necessarily move the needle as much. Well, it can if we get celebrities on board using Twitter. So Twitter can be a great tool, but it's not necessarily going to be a big needle mover on its own. What's going to be the needle mover is when we use Twitter to actually get celebrities and other people to talk about Dogecoin on other platforms or do awesome things for Dogecoin outside of Twitter. That's why Twitter is so valuable, not necessarily for just what's on it, but what's for what can come from what's on it. But here we go, Jason Derulo. You may know him probably. If you haven't heard of him, I'll be surprised. He has 15.3 million subscribers on YouTube. Imagine Jason Derulo decides to make a funny or awesome or just any kind of Dogecoin video. That's the type of mainstream attention that is coming. That's the type of viral attention that Dogecoin can provide. And I think it's only a matter of time before we see a big celebrity looking at that opportunity and taking advantage of it, because why wouldn't you? It's just such a great opportunity. I say yes, so that's big. So we got a comment from JD saying, Sean Culkin, an NFL player with the Chiefs, just converted his entire salary to Bitcoin, $920,000. That's awesome to see. So he's going to hopefully be making a great decision with that. Maybe it'll be like the government where they turn 200,000 approximately into over 1.2 million. That's a good investment right there. That is a great investment. And think about it. They can now use that to buy some maybe resources or whatever, which is cool. But they should have probably hodled. They should have hodled for sure. I don't know what they're thinking. A couple more chats coming in here. How is it possible to get $2 for Doge Well, the way that would be possible is if we actually did see some big catalysts happen into place. First, obviously, we'd have to most likely see the Coinbase listing. Then the moon landing is one of the big catalysts that could happen into place. Elon Musk, Dogecoin, Tesla, Amazon Dogecoin, so many things that could cause that to happen. And it's only a matter of time because time just keeps going on and those things keep having a higher and higher and higher and higher and higher chance of happening. I'm from Germany, watching your channel. Thanks for the videos. Do you think the price will drop one more time? And people ask that a lot, right? People ask, should I wait for a dip? Should I wait for it to go down more? Keep in mind, people ask that at 13 cents. People ask that at 15 cents. People ask that at 6 cents, at 7 cents, at 12 cents. People ask that at every single point along the way. And the answer to that is just do what you're comfortable with. If you want to put some money in, make sure you're okay with potentially losing it if we do see government regulations that causes crypto to crash. That is possible. I think it's unlikely, but it is possible. So be careful. Don't invest more than you're willing to lose. But if you do want to invest, waiting is not necessarily a smart idea because if everyone's waiting, then if it goes up and people are waiting, a lot of people are going to put their money in because they're going to say, oh no, I don't want to miss out. And so we're just going to see a spike even more after that, especially considering what's happening right now. Also, Cuban apparently tweeted, we'll check that out. Can you check out KISHU? It's getting a lot of attention really fast. You know what I'll do? I'll take a picture and I will check it out after the show. That's interesting. It's called KISHU. Interesting. Yeah, I have not heard of that yet, but apparently if it's getting a lot of attention, why not check it out? Mark Cuban tweeted Doge. Oh, that's awesome. We'll check it out right here live on the show. What did Mark Cuban say about Doge? Maybe we can reply to one of his tweets right here live as well. That's always fun to do, replying to tweets live. Elon Musk, Dogecoin tweet, or not Elon Musk, Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban. Elon Musk 2.0, potentially? Mark Cuban. Hopefully, if he jumps on the Dogecoin train more, that'd be great. Just talk to my friends at BitPay. They do Mavs Doge sales. Not only do the Mavs sales continue to grow, but BitPay says they are on track to do 6K Doge transactions in April. Nice. So that's, to be honest, that's actually smaller than I was expecting. I mean, that's cool though. You know what we'll say? We'll say that's awesome. Doge to the moon. But we're just being overly optimistic here. I mean, 6K. That's. The point is not the amount. The point is that they're accepting. The point is that they're making a jump. And the point is also that they're making way more in sales than they did before. So that's a very, very positive sign altogether. But I mean, 6K, we would like to see more, I guess, than that into the future. And I think that's going to grow. That's going to change as more companies start accepting it, as more people start coming into the Dogecoin community. That's only going to go up. So the early adopters like this, like Mark Cuban's been doing this since Dogecoin was at significantly under 10 cents, I believe, since it was at around 7 cents. And so because of that, he's already made a ton of money. The Mavs have made a ton of money from Dogecoin already, and they plan to hold. So that's going to be the most positive thing about it of all. If Dogecoin goes crazy, that 6K could turn into a lot more, and we could continue to see those numbers grow. I think at first it was a little bit more than that. I think they did over 100K at first, and then now it's a little bit down because a lot of people already bought. I think once the season starts again, we could see a bigger ramp up, or if the Dallas Mavericks actually make it to the championship with Luka Doncic, he's on fire right now. The Dallas Mavericks, this is actually kind of a crazy stat. So before accepting Dogecoin, the Dallas Mavericks were not doing well, unfortunately. They were doing kind of bad. They weren't having that great of a start to the season. A lot of losses here and there. Luka Doncic, he wasn't necessarily on point with his threes to the degree that he could have been and that he is now. But that was after they started accepting Dogecoin. So who knows? Maybe it was good luck. After they started accepting Dogecoin, now the Dallas Mavericks are on fire, winning a lot of games. And now we all hopefully should want them to win because of this, because it's awesome to see. So Dallas Mavericks win the championship for us. I'm going to say that is awesome. Dogecoin to the moon. And then maybe I'll read some replies under this. Well, a bunch of people were tagging me there, so thank you for everyone who tags me on stuff, because that's one of the best ways we can get new information, is tags like that. I see a lot of them. That is awesome. Hashtag Dogecoin to the moon. There we go. Dogecoin to the moon. That is awesome. Hashtag Dogecoin to the moon. All right, we did it. We tweeted out. Should I retweet that? Maybe I will. Maybe I will at some point. But that's so seriously so cool that they're even doing that. And BitPay, huge shout out to BitPay, because a lot of companies are going to be copying this. I know it's coming. We all know it's coming. Just think about this. Not only do they make money from that, but the attention they got, the retweets they got, people like this channel, all of us talking about it, that is hugely helpful as well. So it's not just the money they're making. It's all of the attention. It's all of the increased sales. It's all of the eyeballs on them. It's Mark Cuban getting more retweets and having more fun, because that's what it's really about at the end of the day. Yes, money is awesome, and yes, we're going to focus on that too, but having fun just makes everything way, way, way better. So thank you so much, Mark, for that. Nice. So yeah, so that's some good stuff coming in from that. But we also do have a little bit of a sad story. So one of the developers who's been working on Dogecoin, she passed, and her name's Sporklin. I didn't know her. I don't know her, but based on Billy's description, she sounds like she was a great person, and it's definitely my heart goes out to her family. And it just sucks to see that happening. So I just want to pay a little bit of respects to her real quick and say thank you for your work for over 7 years with Dogecoin. Of course, I don't know her personally, like I said, but it would definitely be hopefully meaningful to her family to just know that we appreciate her, and we appreciate what she did for the community and just in general. Also, we are seeing some more positive things coming out about Dogecoin. A beginner's guide right here. A beginner's guide to crypto lingo, which is funny to some degree based on some of the things they're saying. And I don't know, maybe you know what? I feel kind of bad transitioning from that story to this one. I guess I didn't really plan that ahead. But yeah, definitely I appreciate everyone in the chat as well saying those things. I'm sure if our family's watching right now, I'm sure they do as well. But I guess, so I guess we'll just we'll take a moment for a sec. I'm not gonna say anything for like 30 seconds. Then we'll continue on. All right. I mean, it's definitely it's not fun to see stories like that. But a beginner's guide to crypto lingo. This is by Allison Moreau, and this is basically getting more and more people into the community. It's getting more and more people to talk about crypto and be involved with crypto, and that's great to see. But there was kind of a funny thing in here as well. And the funny thing was, so they're basically explaining in this BTFD. And so it's just funny to think, like, there's a bunch of people right now who are reading this, like, oh, BTFD. Hey, Glenn, did you BTFD today? It's just funny to see CNN Business talking about that. But anyway, it's cool. It's funny, but it's also cool because they're bringing new people into the cryptocurrency community with stuff like that. It makes people feel welcome. And the truth is, there's no judgment. If you're new to crypto, you're new to crypto. A lot of people are. A lot of people don't know those terms. So there's no judgment. If you're new and you don't know the terms, then you have time to learn them. You have a lot of time. A lot of people don't know them yet either. Mark Cuban just tweeted about Doge. Yes, from CEO Floyd Mayweather. That's awesome to see. Shout out to Mark Cuban again for all the awesome attention. We do know Shark Tank going to be filmed relatively soon here. Maybe we'll see Mark Cuban making an offer in Dogecoin. Why not? Do it, Mark. Make it happen. Let's make it happen. I got you and Billy a pair of fresh kicks. Nice. And a hoodie going into production. Just got to figure out how to get it to you on eBay. Dogecoin to the moon. That's pretty dang cool. From Dogeverse, a pair of fresh kicks. I like the sound of that. Yeah, if you want to send it to me, I guess. I think I'm. We already talked some on Twitter, right? I'm pretty sure we already talked some about that. I remember talking about that with you. So yeah, definitely send me a DM on Twitter, and we'll get a little bit more into that, and we'll talk about it. But that's awesome. I can't wait. Some Dogecoin kicks, perhaps. Those are gonna look pretty cool. There's no doubt about that. We also see Sean, and I'm waiting till the end of the show because I don't want to give him too much publicity at the beginning of the show where more people are watching. But Sean Williams, take a look at this. So he wrote this entire article, and we called him out on Twitter. Then he responded to us on Twitter, basically just being, in my opinion, a little bit annoying. He basically then Billy actually called him out. Billy Marcus called him out, saying, "Hey." That was kind of taken out of context. He was quoting Billy, saying that Billy didn't think Dogecoin this or something about some. What was the exact quote again? It was something negative, something slight negative, but not really. It was mostly just taken out of context. Mostly Billy was just being humble. He was being humble, saying, "Oh well, Dogecoin. I was surprised it got that high." Something along those lines. Just being humble. He wasn't really criticizing Dogecoin. He understands Dogecoin is a legitimately great cryptocurrency. So that was taken out of context big time. And yet Sean was saying, "I'm going to use it anyway. And if you have a problem with that, well, you know what? You can just go check out this website where the interview was. So, you can just go have a problem." I mean, Sean, just stop doing that. I mean, come on. Just be nice, Sean. Just be friendly. So he writes this article, and he basically says, Dogecoin has no real world utility. He basically just completely trashes Dogecoin. And the thing is, he knows that's not true because we called him out and we explained to him $5 billion a year. We explained to him why the whole deflationary argument is definitely something that cannot really truly be argued because it takes more than 25 years to double and the price can go up and already is going up way, way faster than that. We've been talking about that since it was at like a penny. We've been talking about that and it's gone up way faster. So that's already a non-existent argument. Then on top of that, we explained to him how the transaction fees are five times lower than than Ethereum in terms of per million transacted. So he doesn't understand the facts. Actually, no, I'm sorry. He does understand the facts, but he doesn't understand how to not, or he doesn't say them anyway. So he refuses to say them. He's just being kind of annoying right now. This is just classic Sean Williams here, not knowing what he's talking about, and then combining that with writing an entire article. Every single time, it's the same article. It's forget Dogecoin, it's Dogecoin this. And notice, he actually finally, after we called him out, he finally changed up the title just a little bit. Basically the same title. He changed it up a tiny bit after we called him out. So you're welcome. Maybe Sean was about to get fired for writing the same article over and over again. Maybe we saved Sean's career. You're welcome, Sean. You're welcome. Matt, 6K in Doge transactions, 6,000 in Dogecoin. Big difference. Oh, I see. So 6,000 Doge transactions. I don't know. What do you mean? What was he saying? I guess we were on live, so I was trying to talk and read at the same time. Maybe I misread it. I don't know. I'll look at that a little bit closer in a second here. That's interesting though. So maybe it was a little bit more than that. But yeah, we'll definitely see where it goes. We will see where it goes into the future as we look at some more interesting things with that. But the only true question that we have to actually ask is, will the Dogecoin community come in and actually make awesome things happen? And the answer is most likely yes, because we've seen what we're capable of. We've seen what we like to do. And I don't think anyone like Sean or anyone else should be doubting the Dogecoin community. I don't think that's going to be a winning thing. I think most people who doubt the Dogecoin community, most people who say it's not a great community, are going to live to regret it. And that's just the way it is. Can you please check out your new Kishu Inu coin? Oh, you mean Shiba Inu coin? Kishu Inu coin. I have both Doge and Kishu now. You know what? I'll take a picture. I'll check it out. I don't know. That sounds like a really small market cap one, but we'll check it out. Why not? I mean, why the heck not? I'll probably never talk about it again, but unless you maybe leave another chat. Thank you for the chat. Thoughts on Garlic coin? Oh my gosh, what's with all these new coins here? It's doing the same thing Doge was doing about a week ago. What do you recommend for diversifying your portfolio? Garlic coin, I mean, that sounds even lower than what's it called? Kishu Inu coin. That sounds even lower than that in terms of market cap. Garlic coin, never heard of that before. But hey, I'll check it out. If it has some specific use case, if it has a cool thing about it, then maybe we'll talk about it again. If not, we probably won't. But hey, who knows? I mean, who knows? Maybe these people who are commenting these things know something we don't. It's the best community, final stand. I agree. It definitely is the best community. It's not even close. It's not even close to close. And we're also, check out, man, so some of these coin names are just weird, to be honest. I'm seeing Onion coin. What's that? Can we get final stand Matt to do a Dogecoin? What the heck? Like, some of these comments are great. I love your videos. All right, well, you know what? We covered all the important stuff. We covered all the great things that are happening with Dogecoin. It's going to be exciting to watch this and see what happens with it. Also, will we see a big Elon Musk Dogecoin skit on SNL? I certainly hope so. It's going to be exciting to watch for that. And the truth is that this is really most likely just the beginning of something big that's coming. Right now, Dogecoin is currently ranked. It's ranked number 7, I believe, in the entire world. Yeah, number 7. So Cardano is currently ahead of it, but it's ahead of Polkadot. 34 billion right now. And it has the potential to move up way higher than that. There's no question that of all the cryptocurrencies right here in the top 10, there's only one that actually has the level of energy that it would take to make a move like that at some point in the future. No guarantees it will happen, but I'm not counting out Dogecoin. I don't think anyone ever should, especially now that it's staying toward the top, having some stability there, which could be a launching point into the future. Someone said, Matt Walsh, Wizard of Doge. I like that. Just got my official Dogecoin hat today. Nice. And what about Cardamom and XRP? Oh, Cardano and XRP. Yeah, Cardano's pretty good. I mean, the founders has been a little bit annoying lately, but yeah, it's a good cryptocurrency. There's no question about that. XRP, we'll see. I mean, XRP just spiked so much. Maybe it'll go down some. I hope Dogecoin passes all of them, because that would be funny and awesome, and it deserves to. If people would stop investing in these new meme coins, Doge would already be at $1. Ooh, I don't know about that. Maybe. Yeah, Doge would definitely be higher. I don't know about $1, but it would definitely be higher. You're definitely right about that. So that's why maybe some skepticism about the meme coins is justified. But anyway, I'm Matt Walsh. This is Final Stand, and I will see you in the next video.